There is a viral picture of Bill Gates standing in line at a food truck, and he's wearing a very, very simple outfit. I'm talking about like a Walmart outfit. And anyone who did not know him by recognition would have no idea that he was at one point in time the richest man on the planet. The problem with external validation is that you are literally giving away your superpower. This is the problem with a lot of us chasing those things. We don't have our values in order, therefore we don't know if this opportunity is worth it, which leads us to a place where we'll pursue those things, those people, those opportunities, those relationships, seeking validation from them, thinking that they'll fulfill us, and we'll get it, only to come to the conclusion that it wasn't worth your investment. Now, you might not tell the truth, but has there ever been a time where you did something just to impress somebody else? Why did you do it? Why did you think that what you were going to do or what you probably did was going to impress others? It was probably because you wanted to experience some sort of validation. But if you continually chase the validation of others, you will only find yourself in a place where you are unfulfilled. If ever in your life you felt like you had to do or be someone who you were not, just to get the approval of others, then my friends, today's video is for you. We're going to talk about how to stop seeking external validation. My name is Jordan Green-Ellis. Welcome to the Legacy Lab. What's up, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. If you have not met me before, it's an honor to meet you. My name is Jordan Green-Ellis, and I'm affectionately known as your personal mentor. You can stay in the loop with all things Jordan Green-Ellis by hitting subscribe below, and it would be an honor to serve you with brand new content every single week. On today's show, we're going to talk about a tough topic, I know, because we live in a world of instant gratification. We live in a world of likes and follows. We live in a world where it is normal to post the things that make it seem as if our life is a complete highlight reel. But I'm going to give you the real today. The truth is, a lot of people are publicly balling, but they're privately falling. And because this has become such a normal aspect of our culture, we think that our lives are supposed to continually be a highlight reel. Now, you should have some highlights, but the truth is, you're absolutely going to have some lowlights. And when you do have those lowlights or those low moments or those moments where you are not necessarily proud of, or those moments of weakness or the things that you do that aren't necessarily good, or a mistake that you make, you are going to have them. And when you have them, my friend, you cannot allow that to be the driving factor in your life. Because if you continually live to impress or to please others, you, my friend, will find yourself in a place where you are unfulfilled. You'll be filling everybody else's cup and yours will be empty. You'll be meeting everybody else's markers, but you'll never meet any of your own. You will have helped everyone accomplish their dreams, goals, and aspirations, but you'll be left empty-handed, leaving no legacy of your own. See, the problem with external validation is that it's a trap. And it's so deceiving because it makes you think that if you do this, it'll make you feel better. It leads you to believe that if you accomplish this thing because this is the industry standard, or that this is what everybody is supposedly doing, right? It makes you think that this will complete you. But my friend, if you are incomplete on the inside, you'll never be complete on the outside. You can never become someone who you are not, meaning you have to already be it before you become it. In our culture, we love the things. We love the cars, the clothes, the marriage, the business, all those flashy things. But we hate becoming the person who can obtain and sustain those things. Not a single one of you are planning to have those things and lose them. Not a single one of you are planning to be able to obtain those things and not be able to enjoy them. But the problem is that you may obtain them, but if you can't sustain them, what you thought will fulfill you will actually break you. It'll actually put you in a worse off situation. And so you gotta fortify what actually completes you first. You have to be before you become. You're like, Jordan, what do you mean? How do you be before you become? You've got to develop new habits. You've got to have a new way of thinking. You've got to change the way you view success. It can't be things, because if your success is contingent upon the things that you have, how much is going to be enough? In fact, you're going to get the thing and then something shinier is going to be made. When are you going to realize that the things don't make the person? The person makes the things. And so, my friend, you have to become the person that is able to obtain and sustain those things long before you actually get them in your hands. Because a good thing at the wrong time won't be a good thing for you. You want to be the person who can obtain and sustain those things as they come. And it starts now. Don't think for a moment that having those things will make you. And if they do, I want to challenge you to dig just a bit deeper. There's a viral picture of Bill Gates standing in line at a food truck, and he's wearing a very, very simple outfit. I'm talking about like a Walmart outfit. And anyone who did not know him by recognition would have no idea that he was at one point in time the richest man on the planet. This is the problem with a lot of us chasing those things. We don't have our values in order, therefore we don't know if this opportunity is worth it, which leads us to a place where we'll pursue those things, those people, those opportunities, those relationships, seeking validation from them, thinking that they'll fulfill us, and we'll get it because you're talented. You'll get it because you're gifted. You'll get it because you put in the work, only to recognize, only to come to the conclusion that it wasn't worth your investment. Only to come to the conclusion that it wasn't worth your time because you got it and it wasn't as nice as you thought it was going to be. You have to be before you become. The only way to do this is to build confidence in yourself. You gotta really believe in you. You gotta really fortify in your mind that you are okay with where you are, but you are determined to get to where you want to go. Here's a quick practical step. I want you to write down 5 things that you did well in the past 7 days. No, right now. Get a pen, get a piece of paper, write them down, and I want you to take a moment to bask in your win. This is worthy of celebration. It's going to build the muscle memory of acknowledging what you've done well, and it will build confidence in you. Please don't take this step for granted. This is the how. This is how you can build confidence and take your attention off of the people that are publicly balling but privately falling. I've told y'all the story of people that I personally know, multi-millionaires that shut their entire business down because they felt they were living a lie. And I wanted to be like them when they didn't even want to be like them. But to everybody else, they were portraying this lifestyle that they were actually living, but on the inside, they were unfulfilled. Keeping up with the Joneses, and don't nobody know who they are. See, you got to be okay with where you are. You got to be okay with the grind that comes with the journey. You got to be okay, even if you don't accomplish the goals or the dreams or the things that you've set in the timeline that you've set them. You got to be okay with those things, and you have to be willing to go to the next step. This is what's going to build your confidence more than anyone's likes, more than anyone's pat on the back. I appreciate it, but there's more to do. You've got to have that insatiable appetite for success inside of you, because when something happens that you did not plan for, an adverse situation, the wind blows too hard one day, you get knocked off your rocker. If you are waiting for someone else to pick you up, my friend, you'll be waiting for far too long. This is something that you gotta have within you. Can't nobody give it to you. Some people can help, but ultimately, at the end of the day, this is a decision that you gotta make. It's you versus you. Y'all like Jordan turned up today. I am just a little bit, because this is the catalyst. This is the defining moment. This is the soul determining factor that will take you from where you are to where you dream of going. It's you versus you. If you're waiting for somebody to pat you on the back, they can pat you. But if you don't believe in it yourself, it'll mean very little. It'll only last for a moment. It'll be fleeting. It won't be sturdy enough to carry you when things get crazy in your life. You gotta believe in you. This is why I say you gotta be before you become, because being is the foundation for becoming. Not one of you have ever seen a sturdy house built on something that was not firm. And this is exactly what your life is supposed to be: a legacy, something that's memorable, something that's recognizable, something that's reputable. You can do it, but you got to have a foundation. You gotta build this foundation first, because if you don't believe it, my friend, no one else will. And even if you fake a couple people out at the beginning, over time, you'll get exposed, therefore putting you off in a worse situation than you started in. So build this within you first. You can do it. I believe in you. The problem with external validation is that you are literally giving away your superpower. Your own ability to encourage yourself, your own ability to believe in yourself, your own ability to validate yourself is a superpower, so don't give it away. This will be the gas for your car so that you can get from one place to the next. But if you give it away, how will you be fueled to go the distance? My friends that are watching me today, please don't think that you came upon this video by mistake. This is a defining moment. especially if you've made it to this point. Don't make the mistake of giving your superpower away. Hone it, believe it, sharpen that skill, validate yourself so that in every place in your life, you can be reminded of who you are, whose you are, and most importantly, where you're going. You've got a legacy to leave. How will you respond to the adversity? Before you go, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button below. Always remember that you have the potential for greatness inside of you. You have the potential to leave a lasting legacy, but there's a journey in between now and then. How will you respond? My name is Jordan Green-Ellis, and this is another episode of the Legacy Lab. I sincerely hope that you're well. I'm signing out, but I'll see you soon. Stay legendary.